Hi Penguin Platform, my name is Lucy from the channel Lucy the Reader, where I talk about YA and classics, and today, as it is a brand new year, I'm here to do the New Year New Books tag. I don't know about you, but I love January because it means you get to set yourself new goals and sort out your reading for the year ahead, and it gets me so excited. So I'd love it if you could join in with the tag too, either making your own video or by leaving your answers in the comments, because I'd love to hear all about your reading year ahead. So the first question is, what is the book you're hoping to read first in 2018? And my choice is, of course, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, which I can't believe I haven't read yet because I got it around publication, and I'm so excited to read it, but I'm also a little bit nervous because I love John Green's books so much, and I think I've been putting it off because once I've read it, it means that I don't have any more of his books to read, and that's a bit sad, but I do need to read it. I need to find out what everybody has been raving about. It's about a 16-year-old girl called Asa who pursues the mystery of a fugitive billionaire whilst also struggling with her mental health, and I have no doubt that John Green is going to write about it sensitively and realistically. The second question is, which book that you read in 2017 do you want to convince everybody to read this year? And my answer to this is Shirley by Charlotte Bronte. You may have heard of Jane Eyre, but I doubt that you've heard of Shirley because it's one of her lesser known novels, but it's actually my favourite book of all time now, and I'm so glad that I read it last year. This is about two girls called Caroline and Shirley, and they really capture girl power and what it means to be a female in Victorian Britain. It's a book I'm going to be convincing everybody to read because I don't think enough people have read it, and I'm really a champion of underrated books, ones that are amazing but nobody talks about anymore, and I have no doubt that you'll really love Shirley if you read it. Question 3 is, do you have a reading goal for the year, and if so, what is it? And I actually don't set myself any reading goals anymore because I found that if I wasn't reaching them, I was getting very disappointed. So now every year I set my Goodreads goal to one book, because everything after that one book is a bonus, and that's what makes me happy. I don't want to have this goal in my head throughout the year that I'm thinking I'm not going to reach this, I'm never going to reach 50 books or 100 books, because I feel like that puts a lot of stress, and reading shouldn't be stressful. So I try and eliminate all that pressure, all that stress, and I just enjoy what I'm reading. Obviously I'd love to read loads of books, and I really hope that I do read lots of books in 2018, but however many I read, I just hope that I enjoy them, and that is enough for me. Question 4 is, set yourself a challenge. What/who is a new author, genre or book that you want to try out this year? And I've set myself a few goals, and a new author that I want to try this year is Kiersten White, and I'd love to read And I Darken because I've heard really good things about this and the sequel. And I Darken is a historical fiction book with a difference, and on the back it says, Lada had a sense for power. A princess unlike any you've known before, ruthlessness is the key to her survival. I love reading about female characters like this who you're not really sure if you like them or you hate them, but you hate them in a way that makes you really like them. These kind of complicated characters who feel very realistic rather than just being all likeable or all dislikable. I like that kind of morally ambiguous female character. I find them really fascinating to read about, so I have no doubts that I'm going to really enjoy this. And then another author that I'd like to read for the first time this year is Charles Dickens, and I'd like to read either Great Expectations or Hard Times. These are the new vintage editions, which I absolutely adore. I can't wait to dive into them. I hear so much about Charles Dickens' books, and I've watched quite a few adaptations, but I've never actually read one for myself, which I really do think is a crying shame. So 2018 is going to be the year that I change that. On to question 5 now, and we all have bad reading habits, whether it's a huge TBR or not finishing the books that we've started. So what is a reading habit that you'd like to try and change this year? And I've got quite a few bad reading habits. I definitely don't finish all the books that I start, and I really should start doing that. But the goal I really want to focus on this year is to read all the books that I've missed and stop buying books before I've read them, because what I keep doing is buying loads and loads and loads and loads of books, and then I don't read them, and then I buy loads of more and read them, and I'm just very behind, and there are some amazing books that I've missed out on. So I really need to catch up and find out about all the books everyone's been talking about that I've missed out on in the past year, and then try and catch up. And the final question is, what is your most anticipated release of 2018? And mine is most definitely Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli, who is quickly becoming one of my favourite authors. I read Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and actually did a video on platform for the book talking all about it, it. And last year I read The Upside of Unrequited, which I really, really loved. So I'm looking forward to reading more from her in 2018, plus the release of Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is called Love, Simon. So it's going to be a very Becky Albertalli year, and I cannot wait. So that was the New Year New Books tag, and I am going to tag Kate from GirlReading, Simon from SavidgeReads, Maddie and Bee, Emma from Drinkingbymyshelf, and Amy from Shoutame, some of my favourite YouTube channels. But if you would like to join in with the tag, I would love to see your responses to the questions, or if you're not comfortable with filming your own video, I'd love to know your responses to some of the questions in the comments. You can watch more of my videos at youtube.com/LucyTheReader if you would like to, and hopefully I will see you soon. Happy reading, platform!